Hello everyone, we are back out here in Berea after a mini bye weekend after that big, huge victory over the Cincinnati Bengals. And you know what? Over the weekend, while we were just kind of hanging out and taking it easy, the Browns ended up in first place all alone.
Incredible. Somebody was saying that the last time the Browns were in first place, gas was $1.15 or something like that.
Wow.
That's a long time, Mary-Kay.
I had no children the last time. The Browns were in first place. Now I have 3, and they are heading off to college. So
it's been a while is what you're saying.
It's been a while. So yeah, the Browns out here in first place. Everyone's excited, but they're keeping it in perspective. And today we've got a lot of injury news and some ins and outs. The first thing is, of course, safety Tashaun Gipson, not here today. He was a mysterious absence when we started watching practice. He is being checked for a concussion, and as we all know, he leads the NFL with 6 interceptions.
Yeah, I mean, and beyond the numbers themselves, he's playing at a Pro Bowl level. It would be a huge loss for this team if he couldn't go this week. I mean, it's very early in the week, but it's certainly a concern, as is Jordan Cameron, of course.
Yeah, Jordan Cameron is also still idle today with his concussion. Johnson Batamosi as well. And then Nick McDonald was on the bike. He had a little bit of a calf injury coming out of that game. And Andrew Hawkins with the thigh knee. But it's early in the week, so some of these guys that you see on the bike right now, I still think they'll have an opportunity to play. But you do have to be very concerned about Tashaun. He showed up after this little mini bye complaining of headaches. He did not report it during the game, didn't know anything was wrong during the game, but afterwards he had some headaches. And he is in the concussion protocol right now. He's being evaluated. They haven't said he has a concussion, but he's being checked for one. And as you said, those interceptions have been huge in getting the Browns to 6-3 this season.
Yeah, and I think really when you look at it, I think he's been on both sides of the ball the team's biggest playmaker. I mean, just those interceptions, the plays he's made. He forced a fumble last week. Again, for the Browns' sake, they have to hope that he comes back in tomorrow and everything, he's past it and everything. Boy, that's a tough guy to replace, Mary-Kay.
And if he's out, now I would guess that Jim Leonard would probably step in for him. And Jim's been around for 10 years. He knows the system very well. But again, once again, you cannot underestimate the amount of takeaways on this team. And he's a major reason they are +9. And he's a big reason why they are 6-3 and in first place right now. Obviously, these guys gearing up to play against the Houston Texans. Ben Tate, I had an opportunity to talk to Ben Tate today about that. And you know what? He admitted this is not going as he planned. He came here to get out of the shadow of Arian Foster, to carry the ball a ton of times, and to finally establish himself as a lead back out of Arian's shadow.
Yeah, and now he finds himself kind of splitting time with 2 rookies, and I mean, who would have thunk that? You'd have thought that at some point that he was kind of emerge as the GOAT, the feature back, and one of those other guys would kind of be the secondary guy. Well, it hasn't been that way. They've never been able to really establish a feature back yet this year, and right now here we are with a rookie being kind of the lead back right at this point.
Yeah, and you know what? Ben was very, very careful not to complain. He said, hey, you can't do that when we're 6-3. You'd look like a bad guy. So he was careful not to complain about it, but the undertone was there. And the undertone is, I came here to be the lead guy. I'm not the lead guy. I don't know why we're splitting it up like this. I still think I should be the one. And you know what? They're all going to feel that way, and they should.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's, you know, in some ways, that's what this coaching staff wants. They want competition. They want guys pushing each other. And I still think that the coaching staff would like to have one guy. I mean, Shanahan has as much admitted that, but, you know, they're going to roll with what's working for right now.
And just real quick before we wrap it up for you, you have something coming on Desmond Bryant. What did he have to say today?
You know, a big thing is right now the coaching staff and the other players say, hey, we haven't done anything yet. We're 6-3. We're in first place. Everyone's patting us on our back. Desmond Bryant is a player that has been in this exact position a couple years ago with the Oakland Raiders, 7-4. They collapsed down the stretch, and we'll share that story tomorrow.
That should be a very uplifting story. So be looking forward to that. And we will have it all right here for you on cleveland.com.